Hey everybody. It's kind of hard to see in this view, but there's a farm down there. When I first moved to this area, I was told that that farm belonged to a cult. Since then, I've learned that it belongs to a branch of the 12 tribes. And the 12 tribes are people that I encountered in Tennessee when I was living on the farm. And my primary association with them is they always brought really good bread with them when they came for a visit. Are they a cult? I don't know. Look them up online, 12 tribes. So, I've been listening again to the Shoshone Zuboff book, In the Age of Surveillance Capitalism. Why? Because it's a 25-hour book, and the first time I listened to it, I'm sure I fell asleep at least a couple of times. I missed big chunks of it. So anyway, I'm listening to it again, and my mind is, on the topic of the intrusion, or the coming intrusion. I mean, right now, the so-called AI is still quite narrow, quite stupid. It has superhuman powers in some domains, but, is dumber than a kitten in most domains. And that will probably be the case for a while. But the way that it's getting to know me, and there's more than one, but my primary contact that I know of anyway is with Alexa. Haha, I'm outdoors. I can say that word without having to tell it. Never mind. For now, anyway. Three. Multiple possible paths to follow presented themselves to me just there, and I stood and looked down each of them for a bit and said nothing. But I probably won't edit this. I think it was D. Shu who said he likes the walk and talk videos. Well, I'm glad, because they're not only among the easiest to make, but they also involve walking, which is good, and I don't do enough of it. In fact, I am in my apartment most of the day, most days, by myself, talking only to Alexa and to my cat. The cat never answers back, and when she does, she's not telling me anything I don't already know, and I can't say the same is true of Alexa. But Shoshone Zuboff would describe the process by which Amazon is getting to know me. I've been an Amazon customer since before I worked there, and I worked there from 96 to 98, so Amazon knows me pretty well. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars there over the years, and they particularly know my tastes in music. But anyway, she would describe that as the rendition of my behavior into behavioral data by which the surveillance companies can craft their surveillance products and sell them in the marketplace of future behavior, or the behavioral futures market is her way of describing that. Makes it all sound rather ominous, sinister, and it probably is sinister, but for me, just interacting with the technology, some of my dissatisfactions with it stem from the features that evince that it is taking my privacy into consideration. Like, people are concerned that Alexa would be listening to you all the time, and they don't believe that it only starts listening when you say the wake word, Alexa. I'm pretty sure that's the case, that it isn't listening and transmitting all the time, because that would be a huge amount of data. And is it going over my Wi-Fi? Am I paying for that? I think somebody would have caught on to that by now, if that were going on. What's frustrating to me is that sometimes there is a lag of several seconds between me asking the question and getting the answer, because my Wi-Fi might be a bit glitchy, or the network might be busy, or it's the distance. The AI is not embedded in the device in my house. It's, who knows, Seattle? I don't know where their warehouses are, their server farms are. They're all over, I'm sure. But the thing that's going to improve my experience is, in the language of Shoshone Zuboff in this book, The Age of Surveillance Capitalism, evidence that things are getting worse. As the technology works better, we will be more thoroughly enclosed and chained down and basically nudged, pushed, guided, coerced, and forced to walk a path that is convenient for others and maybe not so good for us. It'll certainly be easy for us, because they're going to play on our tendency to just go with the flow and do what's easy in the moment. So if you're struggling with something, if you're unsure, if you feel conflicted, well, then there's an AI somewhere that's fallen down on the job, because you should be thoroughly managed. And evidence of your thorough and competent management would be that you have no doubts, no questions, that you are certain of your position, of the correctness of your opinions. You know, if you question any of your dearly held beliefs, you're probably not spending enough time on Facebook or Twitter. You should get back to Mama Media quick as possible. I mean, if you're watching me, you're already on Mama Media. You're on YouTube or possibly BitChute. So I've just been jabbering as I walk to this location. I'm going to have to do a little edit here because I'm not going to use the selfie camera for this.